So we have this back and forth as to whether this Central Economic Work Conference is actually going to kick off today. We had heard that it was being postponed, and now we're hearing that it's going to go ahead. But we know that things like the National Bureau of Statistics briefing today has been cancelled.
Yeah, it appears as though there is some disruption to the running of the government, the main business, of course, of Beijing. It does appear to be the city getting hit first and hardest in this reopening wave, which we expect to be pretty significant and pretty huge in China, given it's never really at any time in the pandemic been hit by COVID before, with, the exception of what happened in Wuhan at the start. So we are starting to see some disruption, and I guess it provides a little bit of a precursor to what you might see in more economically sort of key parts of China. I'm thinking of the factory belts, manufacturing areas. Once COVID gets in there, it could be a whole different ball game and much more disruption, not just for China's economy, but the global economy.
And of course, much more problematic would be if we're actually seeing that stop-start reopening in China. So any indications now that we're going to see perhaps more restrictions given the spike in infections?
I think that's actually quite unlikely. I've been stunned, actually, at the reversal that we've seen just in a week of China, moving from COVID zero, where you would have a village or a city even shutting down, locking down without even a case, just the threat of one, to a situation where we're hearing about doctors being sent to work while infected with COVID. So that's a huge whiplash. And it does seem to be reflected in the propaganda that, we are moving forward. We are prioritising the economy. A lot of talk in state media and propaganda about the economy. So I do think that, there's no turning back now. And we are going to see a rocky couple of months as COVID finally hits the world's, biggest population with a vengeance, and the ramifications of that.